Good morning to you all once again, my learners. We have home economics, treating the core skills aspect. As I promised you last time, that we still move on with entrepreneurial skills, that is setting up a small scale enterprise. You know the objectives already, as we treated last week. Last week, we were able to define business. We discussed the two types of business. And then we stated the factors to consider when setting up small-scale enterprises. We also explained those factors. Now today, we are moving on with a small-scale enterprise. If you remember, I told you in the factors to consider when setting up an enterprise that you need the money or the capital to start with the business. The capital to start with the business. Now, I would like to talk a little about the capital needed in setting up a small-scale enterprise. Now, there are two types of capital you may need in running or setting up this enterprise that you have chosen to do. One is the start-up capital, and the second one is the working capital. When we say start-up capital, what comes in mind? This is the money needed to start the business. This is the money needed to start the business, which will give you the start-up capital, the money needed to start the business. Then we have the working capital. The working capital is the money you need to run the business you have established. The money you need to run the business you have established. And what monies are we talking of? We are talking about the money you need to pay your workers. The money you need to pay your workers. And maybe transportation. If you want to go somewhere, you need some money as well to go with. And then maintenance. If there is any damage in the company, you need money to maintain maybe your equipment or any other resources over there. So bear in mind that the money that we use in setting up a business is the startup and the working capital. When we say startup, it means the money you need to buy your materials, to buy your equipment, and then your any other thing that will aid you to start the business. Before, after working capital, after starting the business, you must keep the business running. You must keep the business running, and you need money to keep the business running. So bear in mind of these two types of capital. Now let us move on. We are moving on to the concept of management. The concept of management. As a manager, there are some concepts you need to know in running your business. If you don't know this concept of management, you can't run a successful business. So what is management? Management is the process of ensuring the efficient running of all activities of an enterprise through the effective use of both human and non-human resources to achieve desired goals. That is the meaning of what? Management. Management. How you are going to run the business effectively in order to achieve your aim. Now, the management process or the functions of a manager is as what follow. Now, let us look on the board and then look at the definition of a manager. A manager is the one who controls all the operations of the enterprise. A manager is the one who controls all the operations of the enterprise. So let us look at the functions of a manager. The functions of a manager. Let's take note. The functions of a manager. the functions of a manager. We are going to study the functions of a manager. Alright, so these are the functions of a manager. A manager plans, a manager organizes, a manager directs, a manager controls, and a manager motivates, and a manager employs. Now let's take them one after the other. Planning the enterprise. A manager planning the enterprise. Planning the enterprise involves seeing to the location of the workshop. That is a good position to site the workshop. Another one is the employment of the right people to work for the company. And then deciding on the product that you are going to produce or manufacture. All these must be planned under planning the enterprise. Let's take organizing the enterprise. That is putting together the capital, labor, and other resources to start the business. Management process caters for what is called the authority structure. That is who is to report to whom, so that there will be continuity for the smooth running of business. There is also the need for the management to see to budgeting and bookkeeping and to avoid unnecessary expenditure, thereby controlling cost. So this also falls under what? Organizing the enterprise. You have to also know, you have to also select and train staff under organizing the business. There should also be the need for the management to see to budgeting and bookkeeping, as I've already said, to avoid unnecessary expenditure under organizing the business. Now let's take directing the business. There should be a very effective leadership role to supervise work. This involves coming out with policies, seeing to the work done by staff. New members of staff must be coached in order to give out their best. The staff must be what? Motivated. We will come to that as well. So all this I've mentioned falls under directing the business as a manager. Now let's move to controlling the business. This implies checking output against the standards of the enterprise. It includes, how do we check output against the standard of the enterprise? It includes setting targets and standard of the business, checking daily, weekly, and monthly production, monitoring expenses against revenue to ensure the progress of the business, and then give progress report to staff to enhance quality working standard. Then we move to motivating the staff. Motivating the staff. As a manager, you need to motivate your staff by giving them some incentives, at least increase their salaries or give them something we call bonuses, so that they will be happy to do the job for you. Then we have what we call employing qualified people. You know, some managers are very bad and wicked. Some of them, not all. They won't employ qualified people to handle the machineries. They won't control the qualified people to do the exact work, but they would rather go in for those who are illiterate about that position, and then they will train them to do such job in order to what? To give them something little. Instead of paying them heavy, they will try to give them something little. So that is all about the functions of a manager. We are going to end here today as well and continue next time. So let's come to our homework. This is our homework for the week. Briefly explain the following: startup capital, working capital, management, and manager. What is market niche? Market niche is one of the factors to consider when setting up an enterprise, and we discussed it last week. It's all about surveying the place or surveying the environment or the area to find out whether the product you want to produce will be needed by the public. And then the last one is list 5 functions of a manager. List 5 functions of a manager. On this note, I am going to pause here and continue next week. Stay safe. Bye.